So let's follow what the question says. So Mr. Abdul shared a 6-acre cocoa farm between his two children. The sum of the reciprocal share is 8 acres received by each child. So what Mr. Abdul share? 6-acre cocoa farm. So let's assume this is a cocoa farm, for instance. Mr. Abdul cocoa farm is this, and this cocoa farm is 6 acres. So he shared between his two children. Let's partition this part. What I know, this whole farm is 6 acres. So the two children, let's call the first child as X, second child as Y. That means both of them have 6 acres. So what is the point? That means if I say the first child plus second child will give us 6 acres of the farm. Let's classify this as equation 1. So if you go to the second statement, the first statement says Mr. Abdul shared a 6-acre cocoa farm between his two children. This is the illustration. It is a cocoa farm and 6 acres. Let's assume partition in this way without knowing the proportion at which we're partitioned. Let's call this partition as X, this other partition as Y. That means for sum whatever share they have will give us 6 acres. So let's go with the second statement. Say the sum of the reciprocals of their share is 8/9. So reciprocals we know is inverse, which is 1/. So for the first child is 1/X, for the second child is 1/Y, and that sum will give us 8/9. The reciprocal of their share. The first one will be 1/X, second child will be 1/Y, we're now having 8/9. So to simplify this, what you have is X, we take LCM. This is a fraction, this is a fraction. The best way to simplify a fraction, if you're adding and subtracting them, is to take LCM. So where the LCM of X and Y is simply XY. So XY into X will be left with Y times 1, that will give us Y. XY into Y will be left with X times 1, we are having X equals to 8/9. But recall, X plus Y is equals to 6 from equation 1. So let's substitute X plus Y as 6 into the numerator. Y plus X is written as X plus Y. In more or less like saying 3 plus 2 is written as 2 plus 3. So Y plus X is tantamount to X plus Y, and the value is 6. Let's put it down as 6. We're having 6/XY equals to 8/9. So if I make XY the subject formula, my XY will give us 6 times of 9/8. So 2 here is 3, 2 here is 4. So we're left with 27/4. Therefore, our XY is now 27/4. Let's call this equation 2. So how do we solve for equation 1 and 2? Don't forget, our equation 1 says X plus Y equals to 6. So let's substitute the value. Let's make each of the variable, any of the variable, the subject formula. So let's simplify what we have here. XY equals to 27/4, equation 2. X plus Y equals to 6, equation 1. So to solve this, I will make either of the variable the subject formula. It's your choice which one you want to make the subject formula. So let's consider from equation 1. From 1, my S is now, I'm making S the subject formula, that means Y have to leave. S is now 6, my equation 3. That's why I'm classifying it as equation 3. So let's substitute this X into equation 2. Put X from 3 into 2. If that should happen, I will have 6 minus Y equals to 27/4. So if I should expand this, I'm going to have 6Y minus Y times Y squared equals to 27/4. So from here, I can cross multiply. The whole of this place is over 1 into 6Y minus Y 7. And 6, that will give us 24Y minus 4 times y squared, that will give us 4y squared equals to 27. That being told, it's leading us to a quadratic expression. So if I rearrange this, I'm going to have, by transferring each of these variables to the other side, if I transfer this negative 4y squared to this other side, become positive 4y squared. I'm having positive 4y squared. Here is positive, although we are not writing it. If I transfer it to this other side, it becomes minus 24y. We didn't transfer this man, it remains 27, and my result is 0. It's now 4y squared minus 24y plus 27 equals to 0. So let's factorize this. Although there are different methods we can use, such as factorization, formula method, or completely the square. But let's use factorization for easy simplification. So to factorize, I'll first of all use this man to multiply this. So if we use 4 to multiply 27, that will give us 108. So I'm going to think of two factors. If I multiply the two factors, I have positive 108. If I multiply the two factors, I have minus 24. So the only numbers that have the ability to do so is 18 and 6. So let's use 18 and 6 to exchange the middle number. If that should happen, I'm going to have 4y squared minus 18y minus 6y plus 27 equals to 0. I'll bracket the first two, 4y squared minus 18y, and the last two, 6y minus 27 equals to 0. So what is common from the first bracket is 2y. 2 is a common factor from both 4 and 18. So I remove 2 from here, I'm left with 2. I remove 1y, I'm left with 1y. If I remove 2 and y from here as a factor, I'm left with 9. So what is common between 6 and 27 is 3. If I remove 3 from 6 as a factor, I'm left with 2y. If I remove 3 from 27 as a factor, I'm left with 9 equals to 0. So you can see the two brackets is the same. Anytime you factorize, it's always so. So let's classify the two brackets as one. 2y minus 9. Let's take those outside the bracket. 2y minus 3 is equals to 0. Therefore, we're having 2y minus 9 equals to 0, or 2y minus 3 equals to 0. So if I find y from here, my y will give me 9 over 2 or 3 over 2. So now that I've gotten y, let's look for the value of x. Don't forget we have x at 6 minus y from equation 3. So when y is 9 over 2, let's substitute 2 in place of y to find x. My x is now 6 minus 9 over 2. Yes, over 1. If I take LCM, my LCM is 2. 2 into 1 is 2 times 6, that will give us 12 minus 2 into 2 is 1 times 9, that will give us 9. So my s is now 3 over 2. So if we do the same for y equals to 3 over 2, our s will give us 9 over 2. So we can see the two children, which is s comma y, could be 3 over 2 comma 9 over 2, or it could be 3 over 2. That is to say, if the first child is having 3 over 2 of the acres of cocoa, second child is having 9 over 2 of the acres, or the first child is having 9 over 2 of the cocoa, second child is having 3 over 2 of it. So this is the result and the share each child we have. So thank you for watching. Hope to see you next.